Well, very good afternoon and welcome back to the final block on day 2 of competition at the Tbilisi Grand-Prix 2016. We're about to get underway with all the medal matches in the 4 weight categories that we've got to bring to today. For those of you that are just joining us, the weight categories are the under 63 and the under 70 kilo categories for women, and the under 73 and under 81 kilo categories for men. We can start by taking a look at the medal contests, and the first of those will feature Baek Ji-yoon of South Korea. She's up against Edwidja Gwend of Italy. We'll follow that with Marta Labazina of Russia. She's up against Mariela Provost of France, and the final is Catherine Unterwertsacher of Austria. She's up against Gemma Howell of Great Britain. In the under 70 kilo category, the bronze medals will be between bronze medal contest will be between Asma Niang of Morocco. She faces Sendayush Naranjago of Mongolia. We'll follow that with Elsivet Teltsidou of Greece and Katarzyna Klis of Poland. The final is between the number 1 seed Kim Polling of the Netherlands and Fanny Estelle Posvit of France. The 2 men's weight categories. We'll start with the under 73 kilo category. And the first of the bronze medal contests features Lasha Shavdatuashvili of Georgia. He's up against Marcello Contini of Brazil. And then the second is Pridon Gijani of Georgia. He's up against Georgios Azouidis of Greece. The final in the under 73 kilo category is Nugzari Tatalashvili. He's up against Ganbata Odbayar of Mongolia. In the under 81 kilo category, the bronze medal contests feature Alexander Witzacak of Germany. He's up against Otganbatar Uganbatar of Mongolia. And then Zabeda Rekviashvili of Georgia. He's up against Roman Mostopoulos of Greece. The final features... I knew there was going to be one that I'd stumble on. It was Levan Gugava of Georgia. He's up against Alan Kubetsov of Russia. Okay, let's just go back over those weight categories, see what stands out of interest there. Catherine Unterwertsacher came in here as the number 1 seed. She made it to the final. So there'll be some improvement for her on her Olympic qualification ranking. And Baek Ji-yoon of South Korea, she may sneak in to a qualification spot if she can defeat Edwidja Gwend and take the bronze medal there. It's been a really terrific performance from Gemma Howell of Great Britain as well. Anna Schlesinger lost out in her quarter-final to Mariela Provost. And then Schlesinger lost the repechage contest to Baek Ji-yoon. But Howell's had a really good day of it. She had wins against Busra Katapoglu of Turkey, then Mia Hermansen of Sweden, Annika van Emden of the Netherlands. And then she defeated Edwidja Gwend in the semi-final. So it's Howell and Unterwertsacher. That's a quick look at the under 63 kilo category. There was some talk about Asma Niang and some of the tactics that she employed. Well, it's up to the referees to decide whether or not they're going to penalise her for anything, and it's well within the rules for them to do that if they feel that she's done anything worth penalising. Right, Nugzari Tatalashvili is in a real head-to-head with Lasha Shavdatuashvili for the place in the under 73 kilo category for Georgia. They're both in qualification positions, and there's a difference of about 35 points at the moment. It's Tatalashvili who heads Shavdatuashvili at the moment, but we'll see how that turns out today. Tatalashvili is in the final, so obviously he's in the better position at the moment. And just to mention that Ganbata Odbayar of Mongolia will close the gap here with Sanjagal Niamocha. He's about 100 points behind, but he'll close that gap and give the Mongolians something to think about, whether they send Sanjagal Niamocha to a second Games. He was in London and took the bronze medal there, so maybe they'll want to stay with him. And Levan Gugova, well, there's very little chance of him taking the place of Avtandil Chirikishvili, the Georgian world champion who's got a shoulder injury at the moment. And Alan Kubetsov of Russia is the fourth Russian in the under 81 kilo category, so although he's been in sparkling form here today, the likelihood of him getting anywhere is very slim indeed. Alexander Vitsuchak is a mover and a shaker, and he will close the gap between himself and teammate Sven Maresh in the under 81 kilo category. So there's something to look at there. Well, there's only the one mat for us to concentrate on. We're going to start with the bronze medal matches in the under 66 kilo. With the under 63 kilo category, I beg your pardon. We start with the bronze medal matches there. They feature Park Ji-yoon of South Korea and Edvija Gwend of Italy. Let's go mat side. It's back in the white judogi, Gwend in blue. Both fighters will want to stamp their authority on the contest early. Back is more likely to be pleased with her performance today, especially if she can cap it with a medal. If Gwen takes a medal here, it won't necessarily be... It'll be compensation rather than, not happiness, but Back would be happier to get a medal here. Gwend medals, it'll just be compensation, having lost out to Gemma Howell in that semi-final. I think Edvija Gwend would have fancied her chances of winning the tournament outright, not ending up sneaking a bronze. Well, for quite some time, Jung Da-woon was the go-to fighter for the South Koreans in the under 63 kilo category, but she suffered a knee injury. We haven't seen her for a while. I did say that I'd try to find out what happened with Linda Boulder in the under 70 kilo category. She had a knee injury today, and I'm not quite sure how bad an injury it is. Let's hope it's not too bad. I did see the Israeli coaching staff coming up to the control table to say that she wouldn't be taking any further part in the competition. And it really wasn't necessary, as she'd gone out in the second round in any event, or in any case. Back has picked up shooting. Extreme left stance from Back. Gwen wanted to go over to her right, but didn't get the feet moving. Second penalty picked up by the South Korean with a little under a minute left to go. Two penalties picked up by the South Korean. One by Edwidja Gwen, but it's enough for back to beat. Well, two penalties was one too many. Gwen having picked up one. And it's Edwidja Gwen of Italy. She has a bit of a smile on her face now. Maybe it's dawned on her that it's not necessarily such a bad result. She was a number 3 seed here, and she's finished third. Okay, there you go. Did exactly what she was supposed to do, and it's also not a bad result for Baek Ji-yoon, who was in the top 8, and she's finished in the top 8, the 5th place finish for Edwidja Gwen. Okay, let's take a look at whatever highlights we've been able to unearth, and then we'll be back with the second of the bronze medal matches. Right, the second of the bronze medal matches features Marta Labatina of Russia. She's up against Mariela Provost of France. It'll be Labatina in the white judogi and Provost in blue. Osako Akinobu is the referee for this one. Labatina has fallen into that osaikomi. Not the strongest. Doesn't want to risk losing the top. She's got the leg there, but she must know that the osaikomi has already been called. Well, she left it as long as she possibly could. Yeah, and she's had to tap out there. That's probably one of the things that was in her mind as well. Yeah, she wanted to protect against falling into a stronger Osai-waza, and then also against giving up the shimi-waza or kansetsu-waza. In the end, it was the arm lock that did for her. So, Provost it is, who takes the second of the bronze medals. Come now to the final of the under 63 kilo category. And in the white judogi representing Austria, it'll be Catherine Unterwertsacher. She faces Gemma Howell of Great Britain in the blue judogi. That should be interesting then. First time that this pair are going head to head. Provost back and Bernholm fell to Unterwertsacher. It was Gwen, Van Endem, Hermansen and Katipoglu from Howell. That's a good list there. Those are some good wins. I think every one of those fighters is ranked higher than Gemma Howell. Facing the number one seed here. I don't see her being fazed by that at all. She's not that kind of fighter. That was a good effort there from Gemma Howell. Yep. And she's come up with a score. Trapped the sleeves and Unterwertsacher couldn't get off it. So Yuko the lead for Howell. Didn't get herself set up for that Uchimata under Vertsaka there. That was Howell's score. Discomfort for Howell on that knee. Brought tears to her eyes, that has. It was nothing serious. She's battling through though. Definitely in some degree of discomfort. She lost contact with the hands there. Still clutching at that knee. Couldn't defend against the attack. That knee's obviously giving Howell plenty of problems. And when Unterwertsacher put in that attack, wasn't able to defend against it, and as she got rolled over for Yuko, she then had to tap out once she went into the Osaikomi. Catherine Unterwertsacher came in to the competition as the number one seed, and that's exactly what she's done. Come out number one. Well, this weight category should please the Georgians because there's a Georgian in each of the three medal matches, and we'll start with the first of the bronze medal matches. Marcello Contini of Brazil faces Lasha Shavdatuashvili of Georgia. It'll be Contini in the white judogi, Shavdatuashvili in blue. Nuno Cavallo is the referee for this one. There's a tremendous degree of expectation in the stadium, not just for this contest, but every time the Georgian steps on the mat. And the crowd are willing whomsoever it is on. This occasion it's Shavdaturashvili, and he could really start the ball rolling here by coming up with a win. Both fighters penalised for passivity. Contini picked up the penalty there, much to his dismay. You can't grumble with having been penalised. His only beef, I suppose, could be that Shavdaturashvili didn't pick up 1-2. Well, he ran the risk, didn't he, Contini, and ended up paying the full price as Shavdaturashvili got himself into a strong position, got him onto his hips, lifted him up, and threw Contini for Ippon. Crowd-pleasing performance from Lasha Shavdaturashvili, winning the first of the bronze medals in the under 73 kilo category. This will be a nice angle. Right then, we've got the second of the bronze medal matches to come now. Pridon Gigiani of Georgia faces Georgios Azoidis of Greece. It's Gigiani in the white judogi, Azoidis in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Nitka. Azoides lost out in the semi-final to Tijani's teammate Nugzari Tatalashvili. That's what put him into this bronze medal match. Oops. Lost contact there, and it was an unattractive looking effort from Tijani. A little bit better. Tijani picked up a second Shido there. A little over 2.5 minutes left to go. That last effort from Tijani. He didn't get his feet moving. Azoides complaining about the shins. Both fighters pick up penalties for avoiding to take a grip, but it's the third time that Djidjani's been penalised, so it's not looking good for the Georgian with 1 minute and 40 odd left to go, and that wasn't the strongest of attacks either. Now's the time to put a score on the board for Djidjani. Azoida is also beginning to tire. Djidjani's got to dig really deep here and come up with something. There you go. But he's fallen into the offside cover. He's lucky to get out of that. That'll be enough now. Momentarily in offside cover, Azoides couldn't hold him. And this one has gotten away from the Greek. Djidjani throws Azoides for a huge hip technique for Wazari. He then gets held down himself briefly, 2 seconds or so. But it won't be long enough now for Azoides to launch a telling attack. It'll be Djidjani to take the second of the bronze medal. So bronze medals for Lasha Shavdatuashvili and a bronze medal 2 for Pridon Djidjani. So 3 Georgians into the final block and 3 medals, because Nughzari Tatalashvili is guaranteed a medal of some colour. We just don't know whether it's going to be gold or silver. We come now to the final of the under 73 kilo category. Nugzari Tatalashvili of Georgia faces Ganbatar Odbaya of Mongolia. It will be Tatalashvili in the white judogi, Ganbatar in blue. 1-1 is the head-to-head. 5 against 14 as far as the world ranking list is concerned. Tatalashvili being at 5 and Ganbatar at 14. Well, Margvelashvili took gold yesterday for Georgia. Can they do it again today, the Georgians, and take the gold? 1 out of 5 categories yesterday, could be 1 out of 4 here today. Plenty of medals on offer for the Georgians today. 3, 4, there'll be at least 4 medals. Possibly 5. Tatalashvili picks up a penalty for passivity. Crowd don't like it. Both fighters had little stabs at either Uchimata or Ochigari. Neither fighter, however, managed to settle the other, unsettle the other. Almost got himself going there, Ganbatar. And now a second penalty picked up by Tatalashvili. And Makikomi brings Ganbata down for Rosaria now. Ushiro Kezugatami, Ushiro Yoko Shiogatami. And Ganbata is not going to escape from that. More cheers for the Georgians. Well, just when you thought it might be getting away from Tatalashvili, he came up with a change in tempo, a good score, and then the finish on the ground. He's got to be the one that the Georgians are looking at. Yeah, Osoda Makikomi. From Tatalashvili, and then Ushiro Yoko Shiogatami to finish off. Going right to the end, did Tatalashvili, and it paid off. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony coming up next. That'll be in the under 63 kilo category. Let's go down to the far end of the competition hall and see the lineup of the medalists. Bronze medals go to Mariella Prouvost of France and to Edwige Gwend of Italy. Silver medal goes to Gemma Howell of Great Britain. The gold medal goes to Katrin Unterwürzacher of Austria. And now the national anthem of Austria. Provost and Gwend were the bronze medalists. Howells at the silver. That was Unterwertsacher, the gold medal winner. Okay, we've got the under 70 kilo category coming up next. The first of the bronze medal contests features Asma Niang of Morocco. She comes up against Sendayush Naranjagul of Mongolia. The first time that they've gone head to head. It's Niang in the white judogi, Sendayush in blue. Jose Manuel Cortes of Spain is the referee in the middle for this one. Asma Niang fought today. She's lost out to Kim Polling. She had wins over Katie Jemima Yates-Brown and Maria Perez of Puerto Rico. Well, Perez is a good win, and Yates-Brown is still a youngster making her way, but she gave Niang a good run for her money. And Niang overcame Gershak Sabina in a rather untidy and unattractive contest that was slightly marred by some of the tactics of Niang that bordered on the unsporting, put it that way. The referees are in control of what happens on the mat, and there's a refereeing commission, and they didn't see anything that was that bad that they needed to step in and penalise. That would have been up to the referee on the mat to do, but she did have some delaying tactics that upset a few people. Yeah, that happened in our last contest. And it was Niang that was doing the dishing out. Gershak got one in the mouth from Niang earlier on. Sendayush just manoeuvring Niang to the mat edge there, and it's Niang who picks up the penalty for passivity. Referee had already called mate. Not sure what the mate was for then. Just get the feeling that Sendayush is about to change gear here, up the tempo a little bit. That's not going anywhere. Both fighters pick up penalties for passivity, but once Sendayush has settled on a grip, she's not able to make anything happen from it. Now Sendayush gets one in the mouth from Niang. Yeah, the finish was good from Niang there. It was the middle part where it began to unravel, but a good entry, and then she was losing it as Sendayush was going over, but she pulled it back and controlled her on landing and managed to come up with a yuko. A good score from Asma Niang. Half a minute left to go. Scored just at the right time. Sendayush rushes forward, but she meets with stiff arms from Niang. Gotta go again now. A bit closer than that. He just wandered off the mat. The third penalty picked up by Niang now. With 9 seconds left to go, here comes Sendayush with one more effort. Luckily, these are slightly less tough advertising hoardings than we've had in some places. That would have been quite a smash-up. Asma Niang of Morocco takes the first of the bronze medals in the under 70 kilo category. Right, we should be ready to get underway with the second of the bronze medal matches in the under 70 kilo category. And this one features Elisabeth Telsidou of Greece. She's up against Katarzyna Klis of Poland. It'll be Telsidou in the white judogi, Klis in blue. Anna Maria Friedrich of Hungary is the referee in the middle for this one. Kliss lost out in the semi-final to Kim Polling of the Netherlands, the number 1 seed, and Tatsidu lost her quarter-final to Fanny Estelle Posvit of France. Yes, nicely done. Kept good control of Kliss on the way down, stayed nice and close. And Kliss ended up flat on her back. Elisabeth Tatsidu of Greece then takes the second of the bronze medals. We're racing through this today. It's only a couple of minutes before 6 o'clock. We do only have 4 weight categories, so 3 contests and 1 medal presentation less. I suppose 25 minutes maybe. That would have added to it. Slightly earlier night then. Good hip technique. Both hands around the waist. A strong effort from Tatsidu. Right, we come now to the final of the under 70 kilo category. Kim Polling of the Netherlands faces Fanny Estelle Posvit of France. It's Polling in the white judogi, Posvit in blue. It's the world number 1, Kim Polling, the former world champion, up against the world number 13, Fanny Estelle Posvit. There is another French fighter who heads Posvit in that under 70 kilo category, and that is Jevries Eman. Wanted to execute the Uchimata and then turned away and looked for a Makikomi. A combination of both. Well, maybe we need to find a description that better explains the difference between Uchimata, Makikomi and yeah, I think that will do. Yeah, Uchimata Makikomi. Oh, that's a good effort there from Posvit, and she catches Polling. Down goes Polling for Yuko. Koshiguruma, it looked a little bit more dangerous from another angle. Polling almost coming up with the counter there. Labi Ben Boudaoud is the coach in the chair for Posvit, and Martin Ahrens is the coach in the chair for Kim Polling. Yoko Tomoenagi was the effort there, but Posvit spotted that fairly quickly. First on the for the shimiwaza and then on the arm, and Polling is able to get herself in a position to make it difficult for Posvit to execute that arm lock. Minute 20 odd left to go. A little foot tap from Polling. Goes to unsettle Posvit as she breaks contact with the Dutch fighter and just shakes her leg. Posvit now picks up a penalty as Polling goes back to the Ashiwaza. Yep, nice turn. As it was, wow. Well, she wasn't the best landing, I didn't think, but Cortez was on top of the action. He was right on top of the action. Rather childish there, that celebration, didn't she? Jumping up and down. Delighted to be in the gold medal position and back on the top spot. That's probably what it was. Kim Polling of the Netherlands takes the gold medal here. Sticking around to see the replay, why not? Yeah, okay. Nothing wrong with that. Uchimata. Yeah. Seen better. From Kim Polling as well. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony now in the under 73 kilo category. And this is going to be a happy time for the Georgians. They ended up taking 3 medals in there. David Kevkishvili has the honor of presenting the medals. Fridon Tijani, Lasha Shavdatuashvili. The silver went to Ganbata Odbaya, but the gold medal goes to Mubzari Tatalashvili. There was a time when I've been here and the Georgians have won all 4 medals in a weight category. That was the under 81 kilo category. It was a few years ago. Before they were given a Grand-Prix, it was what we call a European Open now. They took all 4 medals. But now I can only remember one of the medalists from that, Levan Tsiklauri. I'd have to look up for the other 3 medalists. And now the national anthem of Georgia. Yeah, just out of interest, I want to now remind myself of where they took 4. The first of the bronze medal contest in the under 81 kilo category. Alexander Witterczak of Germany faces Otgunbatar Ugunbatar of Mongolia. It's Witterczak with the white judogi, Otgunbatar in blue, and the man in the middle is Everardo Garcia of Mexico. He's quite a little dancer, is Mr. Garcia. Got a few moves. Right, your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to pick out the event, a ranking event at which all 4 medals were won by the host nation. I know that Georgia have done it once, and I'm going to find out who the medal winners were. I know Tsiklauri was one of them. I'm trying to remember which year it was. It could have been in 2008. But there's also, as far as my memory serves me, there was one time when another country took all 4. Japan, definitely. Georgia, yes, and then I'm trying to remember what the last one was. Or the other one was, a bigger pardon. Right. So it wasn't as far back as 2008, was it? Oh, look, 2012 then.
바로 왼쪽에 잠깐.
2010, when the Georgians won all 4 of the medals on offer in a qualification event. And it was Levin Lowry to take gold. That was in the under 81 kilo category. Lowry was the gold medalist. Kutsishvili took the silver. That was Kivicha Kutsishvili. David Karbelashvili took the bronze, and Yusab Tselauri was the second of the bronze medalists. Can't remember if there was another country apart from Japan and Georgia to take all 4 gold medals in a qualification event. Big lunge there from Otgun Batar, missed out, and Vitachak just stepped over it. He's the one with the penalty against his name, however, and there's a little over, well, just under 2 minutes to go. I think I've remembered which country it is. Just going to have to check it before I expose myself here and and end up sounding silly.
Alex.
Yes, I like it when my memory is not failing with me, not least of all, it just goes to show it doesn't run completely in the family. It was Mongolia. The Mongolians took all 4 medals in the under 60 kilo category in 2009. It's another qualification event in their, what was their Continental Open, or we call them European Opens now, but that would have been an Asian Open if we do it that way. It was Bolbatar, Chimidyondan, Ganbat Bolbatar, Chimidyondan Bolbatar, Chinbat Otgon, and Davodoj Temurkaleg, all 4 medals going to the Mongolians. This one went to a Mongolian as well, just on the back of that single Shido given up by Alexander Vitachak. Narrowly missing out on a bronze medal here, but a good performance from Vitachak with some really lovely throwing skills earlier on. He got shut down in this medal contest by Otgun Batar, however, who ends up taking the first of the bronze medals in the under 81 kilo category. I wonder if they've been able to unearth any highlights from this one, or maybe we'll get a few crowd pictures, as is the case when they haven't found any action. Oh, they found a Yoko Tomoanagi effort from Otgun Batar. Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 81 kilo category. Zbeida Rekviashvili of Georgia faces Roman Mustopoulos of Greece. It's Rekviashvili in the white judogi, Mustopoulos in blue. And I know somebody out there has Rekviashvili as their favourite. And Mark Pickering is sharp as an axe. He's come up with the fact that they did it last year as well, the Mongolians in Ulaanbaatar, winning all 4 medals in the under 60 kilo category again. So there you have it. Not only have they done it once, they've done it twice. I'm not sure if the Japanese have done it. I think they did it in the under 66 kilo category, the Japanese. At their Grand Slam. Anyway, you can all have fun with that one, checking it out. I think this is the toughest of the medal asks for the Georgians. We're going to leave out the job that Gugova has to do with Kubetsov, because that is quite clearly, a massive mountain to climb. But Rekviashvili has a tough one here against Mustopoulos. Just to let you know that on the second occasion that the Mongolians won all 4 medals in a weight category, it was Dashtava Amatovshin, Ganbat Bolbatar. Again, he was in the first one, wasn't he? Ganbol Kurlin and Sendoche Tsogbatar. In case you wanted to know. Mustopoulos it is who is penalised. A round of applause. Slightly unsporting from the crowd, but not unsurprising. It's good effort from Rekviashvili to be involved in a medal contest at this level. 48 fighters in here with some really top quality competitors. Ivanov. Mustopoulos, who's in front of him here. Kubetsov, who we'll see in the final. And then he's actually bettered his teammate here, Ushangi Margiani, as far as the performance is concerned. Margiani losing out to Kalkamanuli earlier on, who Rekviashvili then went on to beat in the repechage contest. Second penalty picked up by Mustopoulos. Good pressure here from Rekviashvili. A little bit defensive with the left arm, straightened out, just pushing into the waist of Mustopoulos to keep him at bay there. He attempted the arm lock. The second time he's had a go at that today. Why not? You never know your luck. You can hardly watch. And a third penalty picked up by Mustopoulos. He's had a bit of a hard time in the penalty area today, and they've waved that one off now. Little over a minute left to go. And this time it will be Rekviashvili to pick one up. Oh, he's escaped that. Yeah, come on. Mustopoulos lose out to Gugova in the semi-final. Probably seen his fill of Georgians today. And he was able, and he had to defeat Papanashvili as well. It's his third Georgian today. Poor old Mustopoulos. Rekviashvili can't believe that he's picked up a penalty for that. He thought that was a failed attack rather than a false one. Anyway, half a minute left to go. He's got to pick himself up now, pull himself together, or else Mustopoulos will take it just on the back of that disappointment that's just washed over Rekviashvili. Yeah, there's a switch off. He's rushed in there for the offside coming. I think Rekviashvili thought it was Ippon, and a few others did as well. I think it could be Ippon. He's just going off there, isn't he? Oh, they've given it to Ippon, but yeah. You know, if you're looking at it from Gary Takamoto's angle, you may see some of the back. You may see some of the back number, in which case, you know, you're going to give Ippon, but they decided it was worth it. And the 15 seconds weren't going to do Rekviashvili any good. He'd already switched off. When he got that Shido for the false attack, that was it. That knocked the stuffing out of him. Roman Mustopoulos, it is, and he needs it more than Zubeda. And he takes the second of the bronze medals there. Came in here as the number 4 seed and he's ended up as number 4. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, see, that's the angle that the referee's got. You can see the country code and things, so he's saying, don't fancy that zip on. I'd go with that. Right, the final of the under 81 kilo category. Levan Gugova of Georgia faces Alan Kubetsov of Russia. It's Gugova in the white judogi, Kubetsov in blue. And here come the two fighters out first. Levan Gugova. Where's Kubetsov then? Oh, we're not going to have a disappointment. I was going to say, I hope we're not going to have a disappointment and he's not going to show or something. Or we haven't been told about it, but there he is. Kubetsov leads by a new code. 3.5 minutes to go. I wonder if Gugova can step up. Kubetsov has looked absolutely super all day, he really has. Really, just it's a good, and they've given that ippon as well. See, I'll go with the referee on that. You know, he flies through the air, but you look where he lands. What are you going to call it? I think it's really difficult for some of the referees when they're told one thing, and then they get called for another. They show this replay, and I don't think he lands flat on his back. Wongo Chow stands there, he has a good long look at it, he doesn't give it quickly, he thinks about it, he says, that's Wazari, and then they turn it over to Ippon. Let's have a look and see how that turned out, whether or not it was as I saw it. I mean, I've just seen it the once. The Commission have had a chance to see it a couple of times maybe, and they've decided something else. In any case, it's Kubetsov who comes out the winner. And he has really looked good all day. we're going to see it from another angle as well, and probably one more. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony in the under 70 kilo category. Let's have a look at the medal winners. Bronze medals go to Elisabeth Telsido of Greece and to Asma Niang of Morocco. Silver medal goes to Fanny Estelle Posvit of France. The gold medal goes to Kim Polling of the Netherlands. And now the national anthem of the Netherlands. Back on the top of the podium, Kim Polling. As I said earlier on, the number one seed here. And she finished up as the number one. Just looking at the number one seed here, we had 4 number ones at the start of the day. Ivanov missed out completely. Unterwertsacher came out as the gold medalist. Tatalashvili came out as the gold medalist, as did Kim Polling. So we were 3 out of 4. Right, we've got one more awarding ceremony, and that's the under 81 kilo category. The fighters have managed to get themselves ready fairly quickly. The flags are ready down at one end. And here's Bernd Achilles, who was off for a little while. He was unwell, but it's great to see him back, and he's making the medal presentations. First of all to Roman Mostopoulos of Greece, and then to Otgan Bata of Mongolia. They were the bronze medal winners. The silver went to Levan Gugava of Georgia, with a gold medal goes to Alan Kubetsov of Russia. I think they said that the checks were being presented by Shengeli Pitskolari. Well, there isn't enough time for me to tell you the story behind Pitskolari, who won the European Championships way back when, in the 70s. And I've known of him since then and became friends with him years later. I saw him as a boy in 1974 at Crystal Palace. I think he was runner-up that year to Sergei Melenchenko. Anyway, it's the national anthem of Russia. Yeah, it is Shengeli Pitskolari, fought at 60 kilos. He was vice president of the Georgian Judo Federation. He presented me with a sword a few years ago, and I still got that. But that's another story. Let's take a look at the story today, and we'll just go over some of the highlights. Unterwerzaker dug deep on a couple of occasions to come up and take gold in the under 63 kilo category. Tatalashvili showed that he's got the stuff, and for me he's the number one in that weight category, despite the fact that Lasha Shavdatarashvili is breathing down his neck. Tatalashvili's got real class, and he took the under 73 kilo category title. Polling not back to her sparkling and devastating, crushing best as yet, but she's on the podium as a gold medalist, and if you can do that and you're not at your best, well, scary when everything starts to work. And then Alan Kubetsov, well, incredible that he is the fourth or the fifth pick for the Russians in the under 81 kilo category, and yet he can come in here and take gold in a really, really high quality field. That was a terrific performance from Kubetsov. We're going to be back tomorrow at 10:30. We'll look forward to your company then for the final day of competition, day 3 of competition at the Grand-Prix in Tbilisi. But from everyone here in the new Sports Palace in Tbilisi, it's bye-bye for now.